Hey, Ice Wolfin, thanks, man. Internets are back, restored. I literally had to go there and reset the radio for transmission. For the first transmission hop of the site, it got stuck after a power outage. The customer doesn't want to fix the generator, so batteries died after a long outage, and then it sucks getting it back up. So. Oh, did you have my channel on? Then all of a sudden, nice. Multi monitors for sure, for sure. So yeah, over the past couple days, I've been trying to chop away at some of this texturing backup I have. I've got some things I gotta finish, and boy, it's painful. This one's painful, man. Like, so if you guys don't remember, this was for the designers challenge that we didn't texture. It was the non-texture paint one. Oh, buddy. Like, yeah. So now I'm trying to go because I really love this CV. Like, I would say this is my favorite CV that I've made. Just like practicality wise, and just layout and look and everything. Like, I really, really like this thing. So I really want to get this thing done, but it's really, really painful. A lot of pain involved. So I'm trying, man. I'm really trying to get this thing done. I'm chopping away at that, chopping away at the orbital. Um, yeah, it's hard for me because I've just grown sick of so many of these textures that I don't want to use them. Don't like them. I mean, you know, I could just literally just, I don't know, I could just, you know, boom, call it done, or, you know, like, what would be another one? Boom, and just like, whatever, you know, but nah. I like this slick look for this one. Like this works good for this one. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of little detail stuff that I'm not a fan of. Um, and the way some of these new shapes take texture is a little weird too. So I've been having issues with that. Like I hate the container extensions. So all of these here are container extensions. So I'm not able to cohesively kind of make a pattern I want to make. So it's a little frustrating there as well. These are container extensions too, but only halfway up. So it's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of that kind of thing. So trying to make it work. But yeah, this will be a ways, man. I'm gonna have to continue chopping away at that. This is more or less done. It's just a lot of little detail work I got to do. So overall, the majority of the texturing and stuff. Now I still got to go inside and do a lot of detail work. But a lot of it's pretty good. I did a lot of the bridge the day before yesterday, I guess. Um, just little stuff. I mean, I still got to do some lighting. I got to add lighting and some things like that. I haven't touched up here yet, so this has still got to be textured. You know, so stuff like that. But you know, engine room. So it's still got some stuff, but this will be done. This will be up on the workshop before. Yeah, before the designers challenge. So I'm happy about that to get that one out. What's up, Skyler? And then the other big thing that I'm dying to get textured and put on the workshop is the new K-Bar Heavy. I guess K-Bar Heavy Mark II, the official, the heavy assault. So I'm looking forward to this thing getting on the workshop because I really am happy with it. I mean, this thing, it moves great. It just, to me, it covers all the bases. And it's got all the new tricks and everything. So with the rail guns and the pulse lasers, and I'm really happy with the design. It's forward patch compatible. As far as what Talon said. Now, if that changes, then I'll have to fix some of the side thrust and stuff. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm really happy with this. This came out really well. And dude, this was like a 1 or 2 day build. Like this just came out like quick. So, you know, you guys know I love tanks over everything. So this is, you know, it's kind of my bread and butter. It's what I like to build. So comes pretty quick. This guy still needs a little bit of work. It's CPU is just a touch over. I had to remove some of the forward thrust. It had like I had a bunch of thrust on here, probably more than I needed. There's probably still more than I need, but this is my biggest SV I've ever made, right? So this, if you guys aren't familiar, this is the SV version of the Kydex. So the Kydex CV is what's on the workshop currently. I finally released it. It's there. And this is literally a shrunken version of the Kydex. I literally shrunk it on one of these episodes, and then we gutted everything that was a CV out of it and made it an SV. So it's a perfectly legal build, but it's you know the look of the CV Kydex, but of course with some touches. Now I did add some turrets, so it's got the SV turrets. I had to do that. Got, you know, a lot different. I mean, obviously the hangar is now like a big kind of work area. Still got to do some LCD work and stuff like that. Things changed because of the oxygen station, so I don't know if I like the look of that anymore. I like the older one, the way it looked, so I don't know. So some of these things got to be fixed. I fixed some of this stuff earlier. This has got a full cargo system. Thanks, Gillian. It's got shield and everything. It's got all the business here on display. You come into the kind of kitchen area here, I guess. You've got the ammo cargo and some fridges and stuff, and then you've got some bunk beds, personal storage and stuff. You know, if you want to just put like your personal guns and stuff, you could do that. And then it's got overflow storage up above. So this is meant as like a exploration SV. Like this is my like big exploration SV kind of deal, right? It's not super big, but it's bigger than anything I've ever built, right? And then you got the forward cockpit with the 2 passengers and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's got a good amount of cargo with the 32,000, and then it's got, you know, a bunch of overflow cargo for weapons and stuff if you want to go do some trading, if you want to go, I don't know, even mop up a POI or something, I guess, if you wanted to do that. But it's got an obscene amount of cargo, so with all these boxes, I mean, you're going to be able to fill it with a decent amount of stuff. It also has a drone hatch. I don't think I put the lever on yet, but it does have a drone hatch, so the bay would be. But theoretically, you could probably put like a smaller SV on here. Maybe something like the size of the Shiv. Probably, I could see this going on here. Yeah, see, it's still... Yeah, I guess not. Maybe I'll have to do some adjusting here to get that. I mean, I could put it over here, I guess, but that's kind of lame. That's weird. Why is that not working? Is it a... oh, I think this SV has to be off, right? Oh, it is. I think, yeah, I think you're right. I think it is docked to the ground here. Yeah, there you go. So maybe... Yeah, so that could technically work, but I think maybe I'll fix that. I don't know. I don't know how many people would be carrying another SV, but like a little fighter would be cool, like a little midget fighter. Yeah, the tank. I know. I was gonna work on the tank all last night, but I got wrapped up in the Mombel, so I too want this thing to get done. So this will be my next texture project, probably tonight or whatever. I'm not playing Satisfactory. But yeah, super excited about this thing, man. Of everything I've built recently, like I'm really digging this one. Classic K-bar feel. I need to get off system and each have an SV, but only one warp capable. Hey, Survivor. Yeah, I see that. I could see that. Well, actually, I mean that's kind of an interesting transition here, as or a segue, if you will. Is today I want to actually build a mining SV. So yeah, if we could make a mining SV small enough to fit on the back of this, that would kind of be cool. Because I could see that, right? I could see you wanting to go mine, because with the mining SV, you could mine orbital and planetary like seamlessly. Like that's the smallest form factor to do both, right? See, I'm such a hardcore coffee drinker that I made coffee at the beginning of my streams. So I made coffee for the original stream that was supposed to start over an hour ago, and I had my nice coffee, my Dunkin' Donuts coffee that I just got. I was really happy about it. I go to drink it a little bit, and then boom, the site sucks. Like, not the site, the stream. The stream was dropping frames and stuff, and I'm pissed. And I forgot that the site that I use was down because of power, so I was using a site way further away, and it was just really bad latency. So I literally had to go reset the radio at the site, and I literally like put the top on my little coffee cup here, and I took it with me. That's how much I didn't want to miss the coffee, you know? But then when I got there, I had to cut bush because there was so much bush in between me and the site that like I had to like pull out my machete, my big katana machete, and I had to just go ham for about 20 minutes on the bush to even clear a path to get there. So that was nuts. But yeah, we did it. We did it, guys. We're back up. So yeah, let's do that, man. Let's kind of make like a little mining SV. So I guess the first thing I kind of need to think about is like the shape. You know, it wouldn't be hard for me to... What would that be? I don't even know what this would be called. The, what do we call that thing from Shattered Realm? The cultivator. You guys remember the cultivator? That's kind of dated, man. This is old school. This is like old school, yeah, this was a premium vehicle on Shattered Realm, and then after that the XBC servers and stuff. And this is basically a melding of a CV and an SV and I think HV and even base. Like, it's got all of them, man. It's got everything. It's got an ATM, so that's where the base component is. It's got a furnace. It's got a clone chamber, so that's the HV part of it. CV doors. It's got an advanced constructor, a food processor, a fridge. It's got a shield, CV drill mode, and then it's got CV and HV salvage. So it's got a salvage for planetary and a salvage for orbital. This thing's so stupid. It's ridiculous. I love this thing. Furnace. And then it's got med station. It's got a deconstructor, so when you multi-turret, you can automatically deconstruct. And then it's got just an obscene amount of drills, man. It's got HV and CV drills. So you can mine orbitably and you could mine planetary. Now this was before, obviously, you know, release 1, where now you can, you know, use these things on an SV. But what made this cool was the cargo capabilities. So everything in here is CV. All of the thrusters are CV. So this thing hauls ass. This thing like is ridiculous, right? It's got all CV components, generators, and crap, but it's all shrunk down to SV size. So what made this cool is that you had 192,000 cargo in this little guy and 96,000 cargo here. Yeah, so it's a CV, but it's shrunken down. So, and I'll show you real quick. I have something on my YouTube channel under the How to Empyrion series. If you look at, you'll find a little playlist there, and I need to add a lot more to it. But I basically demonstrate how to do this. So I'll show you real quick, just for fun here. So you do like an SV. Let's say you get an SV starter block, right? And you get an HV starter block, or sorry, a CV starter block. Now, let's say I wanted to have an advanced constructor in my SV. All I would do is I would grab an advanced constructor and I'd place it on this block, right? And then using copy and paste, so I'd use selection tool, and then I'd hold down N, and then I would basically stretch this out 2 by 2. Oops, 2 by 3. That's fine. Basically make sure the whole thing's caught up, right? And then basically copy it, and then all I would do is just exit end mode. So I'd unselect, and then I'd select, and I'd choose this guy, and then all we do is just, you know, we'd bring it up one so we could see it, and then boom, we just paste it. And done deal. There's your little SV Advanced Constructor. It's quite small. So you would literally have to do this on an SV. You'd have to put the block exactly where you'd want to move it. That's how you would place it. But it's a little time consuming. You'd have to imagine this took a lot of cut and paste to get all these in here. But basically they're all miniature versions, but they don't lose any of their capacity. So these fridges are, you know, still like full capacity and everything. So it's pretty fun. They're not legal, but like now you could literally put like an admin core in them, and they would spawn just fine in your game. So if you want to have like an interesting game where you have like these vehicles, it could be a lot of fun. And we did do a master challenge. You could look in the master challenge channel in the Discord, and you could see a lot of the creations that the community did, similar to this. There was other things I was working on and it never got completed. And a little side note to this, Jay Randall actually did some of the shaping on this. So there was an episode of our build series where Jay Randall came in a co-op game with me, and he did some of this shaping. Really, a lot of the shaping, because you know I wouldn't do things like that, right? So, but it looks amazing. It looks freaking awesome. So yeah, he did a really good job with the shaping of it. We had some fun. Yeah, it was cool. So basically, I could. The only reason I spawned this was to say I could literally just turn this into a proper SV that just has SV stuff, but it's kind of big. It's freaking huge. I mean, it's huge compared to what I think I could get away with. A lot smaller. And we'll see, but definitely if I'm going to make an SV miner, it's going to be an endgame miner anyway, so I do want it to have a good amount of cargo. So, I don't know. I think we can make it decent size. Now this guy right here is an HV miner that I've been working on. But yeah, I don't know. What would be the point? Let me ask you guys, what would be the point of having an endgame HV miner in release 1? What's the point? Why not just do SV? Like, SV would be so much easier to navigate in and out of, right? Like, I don't see why you would ever want the, you know, like, this was a smaller version of an SV miner, and you know, like, why wouldn't you have this? Because you could literally just fly around and, you know, mine, and that's it. Like, I don't get why I would need to ever have an endgame HV miner. Now, like, the auger is level 10, so I get that, because you can't get these drills till endgame. So, endgame SV miner is also going to serve as a planetary salvager. Tell me more. Why? How would that work? Oh, HP miner. Yeah. Yeah, no, so that's what I mean. I mean, just the benefit of being able to use it planetary and orbital basically kills the whole concept of an endgame HV miner. Like, it doesn't make sense to ever use an HV miner. To navigate an HV miner is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I don't get the point. Might as well have an SV. Yeah, okay, so I'm sold. I'm sold on the SV miner over HV miner. So this thing's kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. Um, and honestly, I wasn't happy with the cargo on this. It's only got 12,000. I feel like this thing is so big that it should have more than 12,000. So what do you think? Should we could convert this into an SV? Yeah, we could basically convert this into an SV, and but then again, this is pretty big. I don't know. I feel like we could do better. Let's try to do better, because I don't think the other question I have, and I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of pre-talking before I build, but you kind of have to plot this out, right? So with this guy, right? It's got wings and stuff, obviously, right? Can this thing even move? No, because it doesn't have the thingy, right? But when you're using an SV miner, you're not actually going underground, right? Do people do that? Like, is that a thing? I don't think you're really doing that. You're kind of just making a hole, right? I mean, I would imagine these drills were so good that you could just, you know, just make a big hole and be done with it, right? Endgame HV miner is going to be turret miner and multi-tool turret with an assload of cargo. I agree, and that sounds like fun. I'm with that idea. That's a great idea for a build, and I'll probably do that next. Like, you just, yeah, I want to build something like that. That sounds amazing. So yeah, that might be the next thing we build after this. But yeah, all right. So let's, yeah, I don't think you're really worried too much about burrowing in the ground. Now, I'm not gonna say that you're not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna build some big weird winged SV that's a miner, right? We're gonna build something small, compact, and very efficient. But at the same time, I want it to have a good amount of cargo. If I can get away with an entire 32,000 cargo system, that would be like epic. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but that's the number that I'm looking at is 32,000. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But let's yeah, let's see what we get into here. I don't know. You have like 20 miners in your creative world? Yeah. It's a dark art, man. Miners were the hardest thing to build, especially before Alpha 12, before CPU. Miners were the dark art, man. I mean, the auger and the mutt, and like that's, I loved making them. They're amazing, a lot of fun. 255 full block container extensions. Yeah, it's a lot, right? I feel like it's possible though. Yeah, it was. It's true. It was hard. I feel like the auger. I feel like there's a couple out there that did good though. But I never. I don't know. I never got into the endgame miners. They just never really seemed to matter too much. Mutt, yeah. The mutt was like, it was okay at everything, but it wasn't great at any one thing. It wasn't a great miner. It really wasn't. That's why I made the auger. The auger I was way happier with. Because that mutt, you go in and then it was so hard to get out, but it had the versatility, so I liked it for that. All right, so we're not worried about having more than one cargo system. We're gonna basically evenly distribute the weight amongst the entire build here, so we can have the centerpiece being extensions, right? Um, the mutt was the most wonderful. All right. I appreciate that, but yeah, yeah, I should do a new mutt, man. Do a mutt Mark II. The mutt Mark II. That'd be the most useless build ever. Where is that thing? The mutt. I don't even know where it is. Did I get rid of the mutt? I didn't get rid of it. There it is. Oh, there's so much wrong with this thing. Wait, what? What are the drills? The drills don't even want to come out. They're like, nope, we're retired. First time I heard of XCalibers expansion's list of must-have blueprints for Alpha 9. Yeah, I think the mutt was the thing on his video, the mutt. I think that was it, and then like the whetstone base or whatever. Like, this was literally me, like, I had no idea that you could do bi-directional piloting, and I just kind of tried it, and it worked, so I went with it. I didn't know if anybody had done that before. I'm sure, like, plenty of people had done that before, but, like, I was just, like, dumbfounded. I'm like, oh my god, you could do this? That's amazing. And then I had, like, passengers, and I think these things are airtight. And then this is just an obscene amount of cargo, and at the time that's an obscene amount of cargo, right? Like, that's the entire planet right there. Fridges, I mean, I put everything in here. Bed station, freaking ridiculous, man. Detector, oh shit, there's a detector, that's weird. I think it was the old detector, the sticky outy one. It looks better though. Yeah, this thing's silly, dude. I just don't see why you would need that now. You wouldn't really need that now. Or if you did, you'd have to be way more consolidated. But I don't see why you would need to do this anymore. Yeah, nah. The augers makes much more sense now. But yeah, it had its time, I guess. It had its time. Alright, so the first thing we always do when we make a miner is we put the lasers out first, right? So I think with lasers, I can have as many as I want, right? There's no limit. Is there a limit still? Maximum amount 6? It says that, but isn't it just CPU dependent now? I thought there was no limits to how many drills you can have. Is it still 6? That's weird. I don't remember that, but alright, fine. I swear I remember Talon saying that you can have as many as you want, but it just costs CPU now. And I thought that was the case with all weapons. Let's try it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's not telling me no. It's telling me it's cool, bro. It's like, yeah, have as many as you want, man. Let's go. Mine are done. We will mine all the things. Mine all of the things. I don't know. Let's test it. Whip SV miner 1.0. Let's save it. Looks good to me. Now, the CPU efficiency is 48%, but it's not red, so... Yeah, you can have as many as you want, but the caveat to that is how many do you need? Now, with drills, they have a certain radial reach, right? So you don't want to put them too close together. And I see this a lot of times with CVs. CVs will put drills and they'll put like 3 right next to each other, which makes no sense because basically that middle one is not doing anything. It's just overkill because they're only going to do like a certain radius, right? So yeah, I guess if you put them right next to each other, maybe they'll do that radius quicker, but it's stupid quick anyway, so it's not very efficient for the cost of it. So it makes sense to spread them out so that you get handshakes. It's basically like a Wi-Fi signal or something, right? Like they overlap, but they're still, that's what you want to do. So like, the same way most people make things like this has a proper now this is a bad example because it's not it was done poorly, but like the auger, right? Yeah, so like this is the Mark III, right? So the auger is basically designed to be kind of a circle, right? As much a circle as possible. So these are tier 1 drills. They're not as efficient. But then again, like honestly, I kind of like question that too. Like I don't know how much better these tier 2s are. I haven't used them in a long time, so I guess we'll see. We'll have to do a lot of testing, but you basically want to have you kind of want to have a circle, but with this, it's not as important just because we're not going to be burrowing too much with this thing. Put something in Builder's Quarry for you. They have long reach, yeah. So I know they have long distance, which I don't really care about distance. I care about width. I care about how big of a circle this thing makes. How big of a circle does one drill make, right? That's what I'm concerned about. So I guess a way to test that real easy would be to where'd that shiv go? I don't want to spawn more than one thing if I don't have to. Okay, here we go. So we got the shiv, right? Let's do this just for testing purposes. Why? Why no? Why can't I do this? No empty space to place block. Okay, there we go. So yeah, let's just put it there for now. It's whatever. And then I think that went way over CPU, right? Oh no, we're still... What? I don't understand. Alright. So you're telling me a Gatling gun is more expensive than a flippin' tier 2 laser drill? Like, what? Where are they coming up with this? Like, I don't understand where these numbers are coming from. What? I mean, I'll take it, but... I'm confused. Alright, well, cool. Hey, you guys, with the shiv, just throw a laser on it, and it's still a tier 1. This thing's tier 1, and I've got a freaking laser drill on it. I'm so confused. Alright, whatever. Well, works for me. Well, they're just, the values just don't make sense. That's what bothers me. Yeah, so this little guy is a super starter, right? So all we're gonna do is we're gonna do a direct descent, and we're going to see how big of a hole this is, and basically we're just gonna put some blocks to kind of represent how many blocks it does. Okay, great. So these are blocks, right? So this is the drill, right? So so basically a 3x3. That's basically what I'm seeing is more or less a 3x3 of a solid hole, right? So that's cool. That tells me that I need to keep these things spaced at least 3x3. Maybe even less. Maybe just to be sure less, but at least put at least one block in between these, if not more. Cool. Alright, so that answers that. You just sent a pic of it? Nice. Yeah, I can't see Discord when I'm streaming. I'd have to have a third monitor, which I don't have. Working on it, though. Oh, so I have been looking up a side note. What's that thing called? Now I already forgot what the hell it's called. It's a thing to be able to stream your Switch and stuff. Consoles and everything. I'm not a console gamer or anything, but it would be cool to do like some chill streams with my daughters playing like Minecraft Dungeons or something. So that's kind of more or less what I was looking for. The ability to do that, and basically Elgato. So I'm looking at getting an Elgato thing to basically connect the Switch to my computer. Yeah, Elgato, thanks. I think you can leave 6 blocks in between for max coverage per drill. Hey, Weezlix. Yeah, man, you have been gone for a while, haven't you? Hey, Sig, what's up, man? I found a pyramid with drills. Will allow you to build decent mining ship that has features 3 along the bottom and oh, like a okay, that's interesting. One, two, three, four. So these don't make sense here. I have to go 5, so I'd have to go up 1. Basically 1. I don't think that's, well, I don't know. Like too big. I don't know how important that is to yeah, I don't really want to go wider though. That's the thing. I don't want to make anything big. I want to make something small. Um, I mean, I know I'm kind of going against what I just said, right? But yeah, I don't. Mining is such a fast process now especially with something like this where I'm just gonna hover over and then just mine. Like it's not gonna be like any negotiating terrain or anything. So I don't think that I need anything terribly. You know, my biggest goal here is compact. It's something small, like the smallest form factor I can do is what I'm going for, but still be beneficial to to mining. I mean, I don't want it to um, I want it to perform, but at the same time, I don't need it to be this huge big thing, you know. This I think I can do something with. Yeah, I feel like I don't need 6 drills, right? I agree. I don't think I need 6 drills. Hmm. Man, I really wish like there was rotors and pistons. You could imagine this thing like closing up and then like being able to extend out the drills to like this big wide arc and be able to just go to town and then like shrink it back. Yeah, but that's what I mean. I don't think you're going to be going underground. You're just going to make a bowl, right? I don't know. Or am I being ridiculous and should I just make like something this big? I don't know. Yeah, I do too. I think we're okay. We'll test this. I mean, if we have to add more, we can add more, but yeah, I think it's fine for now. Let's work with this for now and then we'll see where it goes. It sucks that SVs don't have retractable turrets. Like I'm not gonna put turrets on this. That makes sense. I might. I don't know. I might, but I don't want to now. All right. So we're gonna go with medium tier twos for size, the 2 block size. Um. Yeah, we could for the arc. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that. Oh, that's weird. You see how it's just skipping like that? I mean, that's more or less how you would do it, right? But it does burrow a hole, but it's pretty small. Um, man, oh, if they let us do the drills downward, meh. Build a big old circular thing, just own it and then come back up. That'd be awesome. All right, so if I was to put two more, right? It won't let you. It literally won't let you turn the turrets or the drills that way. Wow, it won't let me go in there. You see that? Why is it kicking me out? It's like glitching me out. That's weird. Is that a thing? It glitches you out when you try to do it? Weird. I wonder if it's the thrusters that are like... I don't know, that's weird. It could be that the thrusters are protruding beyond the drills or something, but I've never seen that act that way. It's always just stopped you from going in the hole. It's not hasn't done that. That's weird. That's great. All right, so it's another case of them not thinking too far into things. All right, fair enough. So I mean, are we good with that? It seemed like that gave us a. I mean, making it wider is just relative, right? Like I make it wider, and then it's still, I don't think it matters because as long as I'm not going beyond the drills, like it's gonna cover it. So yeah, I think this is the size we kind of want. But I did like that it gave me a little bit of a bigger radial there. Guess we'll stick with the 6. I don't know. Does it matter? Did we? Where'd the hole go? Dude, the other one was like a square, right? I guess it's a nice kind of hole. I guess I don't know. do that. 3's enough, I think. 3 might even be overkill. Constructor. Well, I don't know. I don't even know how expensive this thing has to be. I mean, yeah, look, it's like stupid cheap. I might get away with like a really low CPU build here. This is gonna be kind of interesting. Yeah, like, all right. Well, let's put the thrust. Let's start messing the thrust and see what we come up with here. I really hate the way they didn't give you shapes for these. Like, I really wish they would give us like the 3 different shapes like we have for the other ones. Really annoying, like, design-wise. Then we're gonna do them here so that they're not touching thrusters or anything. 2's enough, I think. I think we're okay with 2. No, we can do 3 if we need to, but 2's fine. Huh. Alright, this is gonna block me from doing any kind of thrust this way. Well, oh, I guess I could do it on the outside, right? Alright, let me get this thing in the air so I could, like, see it better. Alright, we're gonna have to move these fuel tanks again. Alright, forward, back, left, right. I think we're good. Let's put a fuel tank back on it. Yeah, because I gotta worry about it being full too, right? So I gotta overcompensate for thrust here. I mean, I could... I don't want to put them right next to each other. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I could move this up one. Let's move this up one. Yeah, now that gives me the room I need. Nice. Yeah. Right? I feel like that's pretty good. I mean, it definitely moves. I mean, it's super light, right? So. Alright, so we need more fuel. I could put fuel tanks here. Should solve my fuel problem. Now it's just cargo. Okay, that's not connecting. Two 233 tons of lift for a full 32 cargo box. 233 tons of lift. Yeah, so we would need more thrust. I don't think we're gonna get to 32 anyway, just because of the size of this thing. Like, I don't think it's gonna get there. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I mean, just because of size, I can't even do the 3 block thrusters. Like, it wouldn't make any sense. So we kind of have to stick with these 2s. Now I feel like I could probably negotiate some more thrust going every way if I really need to. So we'll see where it takes us. Right about 10,000 now. So the other sucky thing is I need to get ammo on here as well, because I would want to put some Gatlings or maybe some pulse lasers or something. Defend yourself if you're out mining. I have a dumb question. Can pulse lasers on an SV be used? Oh wait, that's a stupid question. Never mind. Pretend I didn't say that. So yeah, it's an SV. I could put whatever on here. I was thinking it was an HV because I'm making a miner. Oh, so I could put rockets on here if I wanted to. Rockets would be the way to go. What is a container extender? Is that like a container? Okay, so basically you have this, right? This is the container. So there's ore and wood container, just like your harvest box in the old times. You have an ammo, just like an ammo box, and then you have just a regular cargo container. So this is only worth about 125 cargo. So these are extensions. So these basically double that if you do a full block. Now there's different shapes, and they all have different size of volume, right? So they all is 105 SU, 109, 19, you know, so it just depends on what you use, and that determines your overall volume. So like right now we're at 10,336. So in order, you know, in order to expand your cargo, you have to add more of these containers, but luckily they've given us enough shapes to where you can literally like make an entire vessel out of these extensions. And what's cool about these is they're 100 hit points. So they're basically steel. So that, I mean, that's kind of a cool thing, right? And I think all of them, no matter what shape, are 100. So it's 100 all the way around. Whereas if you're using, you know, if you're using a regular block and you do like, I don't know, this shape, this goes down to 112. This is hardened steel, 200. So I mean, it changes based on the shape, but with the extensions, it doesn't change. It's always 100. So that's why it's cool to make like the little starter vehicles out of these, because they're actually pretty strong and they're useful. That size. Yeah, but burying those, now I have to make the entire build wider. Because that one block is going to be, well, I don't know, let's see. I'd have to move the generator. I mean, I don't know. I guess my thing was I was trying to prevent, you know, if this thing gets shot up, I was trying to isolate all the equipment, but I guess it's a miner, so it's not as important to do that. Yes. Let's try it. We'll try it. Doesn't hurt to try it, especially in the beginning here. So if we do these guys, right? This is gonna be the stupid one. Yeah. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the generators. Tier 1 thrusters have a better power to weight ratio, but the Tier 2s have better thrust to volume. It's gonna get tricky. Alright, we might just need to double up on, I'm just gonna do 4 mediums. We have any admins in chat? Anybody with Discord community admin access? See if Bone Dog is on here. That's set. Grumpy old Dan! Thanks for that follow, man. What's Discord? What's Discord? What? It's that thing that replaced TeamSpeak and Xfire. It's the thing that Steam dropped the ball on. Steam should have made Discord 10 years ago. They're stupid. Somebody got fired. Somebody had to have gotten fired for that snafu. You see Steam's trying to do something like that now? Like they're trying to, I was seeing something like Steam was trying to do something like Discord. Or no, TeamSpeak. That's right. TeamSpeak was trying to do something. Like, yeah, sorry, TeamSpeak. Sorry, buddy. Too late. Kind of dropped the ball there, champ. Maybe next time. Yeah, Steam chat is... oh my god, it's so bad. It is painful how bad it is. And the mobile version is, like, even more trash. Like, it's so trash. Oh. Throw up all over it. It's freaking horrible. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the developers have never built before ever, because like I don't know why they made the armor locker that half block thing. Like that, you know, doesn't do anything. You just make it a block, just like everything else. Brr. Whatever, I can complain. It's fine. Actually, I don't think that's going to... They're wasted blocks, yeah. Those aren't going to be able to be... Well, unfortunately, the best way to make something small and compact is to make it a brick, so kind of... You know, it's kind of, you know, it is what it is. Like, the best way to get the most volume is going to be maintaining this brick. But, okay, so let's look at the thrust here. Oh wait, why do I only have 95 lift now? I only have 95 lift now. Oh, is it because I don't have... I don't understand. Is it because the generators came off? That doesn't make sense, right? No, I don't... Right? I don't understand. Something changed? I added the bigger thrusters. Why does it have less lift now? Is it... Oh, I guess it's because there's more weight on it now, right? Oh, I don't have... Dang it, I shouldn't have done that. Wait, and that's a lot of extensions eating up SPU. We need more thrust if we want to maintain this weight. That's not a lot of cargo, I mean. Wait, the more I add, the lower... Oh. What? I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on here. So this isn't changing. Why is it lowering? What? I'm confused what's going on here now. The more thrusters I add, the lower the lift is? Make these numbers make sense. They don't make sense. Because I'm over CPU. Oh, because I'm over... Okay. So we're gonna put these here. Out of the way of the build here for now. That's still... That's not changing. Where do you see 240 tons? Show me. Oh, cargo lift available. Oh, so what's this? Oh, was I looking at the wrong number? Not the wrong number. Okay, I'm an idiot. Don't mind me, guys. I'm new to this whole building thing. Alright, it's a lot of cargo, but Only 12,000. Not that much. It's not that much. That lift is from the surface area. Okay. So, alright, cool. But you said 200 and something, right? To be able to... What's the math for this amount of cargo? 12,594? Crunch the numbers on that. What are we looking at? Also, probably not done adding cargo. Oh, 233 was 32,000, so 115 is sufficient for half that. So we're good. Or more or less good, based on that. Okay, that's cool. Now, is that lift like barely lifting lift, or is that lift like, man, I got this? We're good. Like, what kind of lift is that? I don't know. I don't know. More will be revealed. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. Guess we'll have to see. Alright, so cool. Now let's make it look pretty. What else are we missing too? We need some weps on here. Get some weps on here. Oh, don't I not have generators? Alright. Neato, gang. Now what? Make it look good. It looks stupid right now. Yeah, turrets on SVs, yeah, from what I hear, they're not very effective. Something about them not being super effective or whatever. But I mean, you know, to not complain, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'm with you on that. It's cool. But you know, I want to do this. Yeah, I guess I don't want to do that because it'll do the same thing it always does. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of make this a naked kind of thing here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that was something I was thinking was totally a thing now, right? It's like now that you have the turrets, you could theoretically make like a bomber, right? Like have like a gunner underneath, and that'd be kind of a cool build to do. So yeah, but if I do this, it actually no, this is a problem. I can't do this. I made this mistake with the auger. I put these flat blocks on top, and it actually like screwed up the clearance of getting in the hole. I actually can't do that, and it kind of like diverts you. Yeah, definitely no. Being able to change the color is sorry, the texture is freaking awesome. I want to make sure everything's connected. It doesn't seem like some of these things are connected. Like, yeah, I don't think these are connected at all. So let's look here. So 14,563. Yeah, no, those weren't doing anything. But these might be. Hold on, let's see. 14,563. Yeah, so those are doing something, right? I'm debating like doing the 45 in the back instead of the 22. Let's look at how the 45 would look. Oh, but then that's gonna be that. I hate that. Heard a few minutes ago I was doing other things that turrets on SVs may not be like great. Well, since the we'll take that into account. Yeah, I've been thinking about it as well. It is something that would need to be addressed, right? Yeah. See, I don't like it. Now we're gonna go back to the other one. Unless I take this out one. Okay, let's try that. Let's take it out one. Yeah, I mean, I think a shield on this would be conceivable. I don't know. I want to. I mean, it was nice that it was going to be cheap, but now I'm starting to see that that might not be realistic. Well, yeah, it'll be cheap, but cheap at the cost of it not being as effective as we'd want, right? So. Because I could put a shield on this. It wouldn't be that hard to put a shield on it. And then, okay, let's look at CPU here. So we're well over. Oh no, we're still CPU tier 2. But I have the 3s on there. So if I give you spacing for the 3s, we keep it at 2, and then I give you spacing for the shield, then I feel like might be the way to go. I think otherwise I have everything I need on here. I don't think there's any other big ticket items. Where's the constructor? It's got 2 constructors. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's got everything, right? I don't think we need to worry about putting anything else on here, so that might be the way to go. Because to me, that's really cool that you can have this thing at tier 2. Now, who cares about level? I'm not talking about level. I'm talking about having the matrices to actually do this. So it's cool that you don't have to have those matrices in order to, you know, utilize this thing for mining. Like, that's kind of badass. So let's look at that here. Oh. That's the pressure. Well, whatever. People are gonna know. And then basically I'll put the 2 right here. So now it's tier 2 and it's still under. Yeah, I did. Got the same at the Trader in Space. The problem with the SDS, they spawn very close to you. If you have a mining laser in the ship, that might work with no shield and turrets, but the perfect ship would have at least the space to upgrade later on. I was trying so many SVs the last week, so I'll go mining with turrets. I lost 4 SVs the last few days, ripped apart in seconds, and I was not even mining yet. Hey, Ariak, how you doing? So what you're saying is, because I guess I experienced the same thing when I was mining in my Let's Play. Yeah, kind of the same situation went down where I got attacked as soon as okay, so those are yeah, I was attacked when I was mining as well, like right away, so ooh, look at that number, 16 straight up, baby. Like it. I like it a lot, I do. Okay, so we are going to make room for a shield. Pentaxid tank. We could add the pentaxid tank. We could just add that right away, right? But then we'll make room for a shield, and then we'll basically just like leave it out. So we would need to do the pentaxid tank, which would. Because we're still going to have more, yeah, there's going to be more armor here, so. Oh, we lost our awesome number. We can gain it back. So. Field would make most sense right here. that, right? That core looks weird there, doesn't it? Put the core down one. Alright, cool. So then we'll shield. Boom. Do people know, like, if I was to do, like... I think people would struggle with that, right? Let's not do that. What's the difference between this and... this, right? And this, right? If I do this... like, that just looks better, but what's the hit points? 25. Oh! Yeah! Well! I'm gonna do that. So that's where the shield will go. Thanks, Aranis. Appreciate it. Alright, so... the important thing with the miner is we can't have any flat blocks on the outside. It's all got to be inset, so it sucks, because I would like to put, like, shutters over these thrusters and stuff, but it would just honestly mess things up, so we can't really do that. Let's... better. Oh. Alright, so we got that. What else? What else are we missing here? Blocks! Function over form, man. Build function first. As long as you could build stuff that works in your game and you're satisfied with it, that's... you're one step ahead of the curve. And then you'll get the shaping later. Shaping comes, man. I mean, if you need inspiration, just go to my workshop and look at all the crappy stuff I built in the beginning. I haven't taken anything down other than stuff that totally doesn't work, but otherwise, yeah, I mean, just start out with that, and then you'll get it eventually. And space for the CPU upgrade form. Yeah, so there's tier 3 right here. So you would remove tier 2, and you could put a tier 3 block here and here. So that'll allow you to upgrade to 3. We have them attacks a tank already in there, so then we have the shield. So I guess the other thing now would be turrets, but turrets are a problem with this build because it's an extra block. I would have to bury them in order for this to be effective. So I don't think I could do turrets. Turrets aren't going to be a thing. But a shield, you know, to me, you know, you're mining, right? You're mining, and then all of a sudden you get hit. Something's coming at you. You got a CV coming at you. It's shooting rockets at you. I feel like the shield is going to give you enough time to exfil, to get the hell out of there, right? To retreat. I feel like, I mean, that's just me, but I feel like that's probably the way to go, right? Yeah. Yeah, so the CV's got a lot of turrets. So then it's more of a tactical strategy, you know? You don't want the CV to be too close to where you are because you don't want to have to you know, you don't want this thing to start just eating your CV for lunch, and then that's what you have to go back to. You want your CV to be far enough away from where you're mining to be able to do that. So with that's why I want to give you enough cargo to where you can at least get at least an asteroid done, and then you can go back, transfer, and then go back and hit like another asteroid if you need to. But you know, you don't want to have more than one asset in play when you can only pilot one thing at a time, right? You know, and then you got to start, you know, so if this is a problem, if this becomes an issue where as soon as you go to mine an asteroid, you're going to get hit, asteroids stay in the same place all the time, right? So then what would be kind of a cool way to fix that would be to have turret emplacements. And that's something that I could probably have a lot of fun with, would be make like an HV turret emplacement where we could make like a little fixed HV pod that basically has turrets, you know, a full complement of turrets all the way around. And now with the lifted limits, we could literally just do rockets. So we could have just like a bunch of rockets in a full 360 aerial cube or something, and you could literally just deploy that with your CV, and then just boom, and then that's ready to go, and that's an in-place turret that's going to protect you when you're mining, and then it can always be there, and yeah, you can launch them from a launcher. Yeah, so but you know what I mean, like that could be cool, man. That could be really cool. Like you could literally, yeah, deploy them. And boy, like I wish there was remote piloting like there is in Space Engineers. Like you could have a lot of fun with that. If oh, imagine pressing like a lever and deploying these things out of your CV and then going to a fixed coordinate, because you could literally do that in Space Engineers. You could make things go to and from fixed coordinates and actually do things like, you know, soft dock and literally grab cargo and stuff. Like it would be so cool to be able to deploy that off. And oh dude, that just some of the limitations of this game just kills me. Kills me. It would be so cool. Cuz literally this game is, you know, it's literally like Space Engineers. I mean, developers came from Space Engineers. A lot of what you see here is stuff that, you know, is also in Space Engineers. So there's like certain assets like dummy blocks and stuff that could have been deployed into this game but weren't. It sucks. It'd be so cool if that was a thing. The pipe system, oh, you don't? Oh, dude, I I spent so much time doing conveyor systems and just having like that was my thing, man. That's why I'm enjoying Satisfactory, because it's kind of the same deal, right? Like I love that, man. I love making complex like production systems and stuff like that's a lot of fun. Yeah, I like that better. You undock HVs in space, will they stay at position even if you leave them? Yeah, they will. So that's what I mean. I mean, you could, I mean, listen, you could do a base turret too. I mean, it doesn't have to be an HV, and base turrets are more powerful, right? So I mean, there's oh god, I built something. Hold on. I'm forgetting. I feel like I've done this before. I know Jay Randall's got some he's got some turret emplacements that would probably do the job that are current. Area base. This is that big thing I did in Craft World. Cool as hell. Oh, okay, well. This is from a designer's challenge long ago here. Hold on, let me come up here and get some space here. But this is a good example of what I'm talking about. So ignore the base, right? And I never finished this. I actually feel that I never finished this. But something like this. Like if you just make something like this, that basically, if you do something vertical like this, and it's relative in space, right? But basically, these will, they'll do a full 360 of coverage, right? And as long as you do them on all four sides, these turrets will cover these turrets blind spot, because this is the blind spot, right here. This will never shoot me if I'm standing right here, but these will. So as long as you make them to where they're not too far apart, and the depression angle will work. Now, if I went like right here, of course this would shoot me, right? Or the bottom one would shoot me. So you're covered no matter what. So if you make something simple like this, that's just kind of a stick, then you kind of put the ammo box inside and make it all internal and everything. Like you could make a base like this and basically deploy that. And it'd be a lot more efficient because they'd be bigger, they'd be a lot more powerful, but then you could even put solar on it if you wanted to, and it could be self-sufficient, maybe without fuel. Like I don't know how realistic that would be, but yeah, you could do something like that. Wow, I kind of like the look of this now that I look at it again. I think it was just too big. I didn't like how big it was. I forgot all about this thing. This was the Majorn. It's got 4 systems, and then it's got like a bunch of grow plots and shit. I never finished it. I think this was the first designer's challenge I didn't finish, and I felt really bad about it. Yeah, smaller than a CV, something like that. I mean, something that you could literally deploy. Because now that you can dock CVs to CVs, I mean, you could literally make a really micro version of like a CV emplacement. That'd be fun to build. I might do that. God, now all these builds that are that need to be done. That's awesome, man. That's exciting to think about making something like that. Making the solid walls look like a texture. Ah, thanks, man. God, I need to finish that. I don't see myself ever finishing that, but it would be cool. All right, so I think we're good here. What else now? On here, so we got a shield. Is there anything else I am forgetting on this thing? Any little basic stuff here? I feel okay. Oxygen's a thing. I didn't put oxygen. I didn't put a fridge. What other little weird things? Lights. We need lights on this thing. Got a constructor. We got these. We need an ammo box. I hate that there's no old school ammo box, but they've got an old school ammo box for CVs still. I don't understand that. I don't understand how they. Well, I do understand it. They only have a fixed amount of numbers they can maintain in the whatever, but still, it's like. I have any internal spacing left? Boom, that's done. So we still have room here. We put lights on the outside. Designers challenge self-sufficient outpost. Self-sufficient outpost. That. Hey, there you go. Hey, don't go starting that now, Bullet. Bastard. You're just doing that so you can start the September challenge early. I know you. You're not getting away with anything. Already got one. Nice. That sounds like a cool idea, though. It does sound like a that does sound like a good challenge. That might be a thing. Stay tuned. More will be revealed at the end of the month. I need to write that down. Actually, I'm gonna forget that. Put that, dude, Bullet. If you could put that in content suggestions, that would be epic and amazing. That's it, man. That's what I need, man. That's what I was saying on the last stream. Is like, I've got ideas, but I could still definitely take more suggestions. If anybody else has ideas, definitely appreciated. All right, we can talk, man. Yeah. Content. Well, I guess we already have that. Content creator, man. Burrito. Nice. I love a good burrito. Shoot them your way. There you go. I have a civilian faction of bases called the Tranquility Set. Perhaps you would be interested in designing this. I mean, tell me more. What are the parameters of the CV? Like, what are we talking about? This month's challenge is to make a tier 1 starter CV. I mean, if it's a low-level CV, then yeah, the community is actually doing that right now. Yeah, right on, man. Shoot me a link in Discord. Put a link in the workshop content channel. Everybody could check it out. Alright, so isolating ammo is going to be a thing here. We would have to... I don't know, well I don't even have Gatlings on this thing yet, so... Oh, where am I putting Gatlings? I forgot about those. I can put them right... Oh no, I can't put them there. I don't necessarily want to put them there. Yuck. I guess I kind of want them here. So these don't have to go here. I could literally put those anywhere. So, whoops. So it's a tier 2 pulse laser. Like, what makes the most sense? Cannons. I mean, it's a 20 anyway, right? Because of the things. Now we're over, though. We are over. Not gonna work. I don't think there's any... Is there any weapons that are cheap, CPU-wise? 720. 400. Really? Oh, no. 27. Yeah, but they're 2490. Wait, why are plasma cannons 750? What? Really? Why are the homing rockets... What? Why are these... I don't get it. These are actually cheap. That actually goes out more. Okay, so now I gotta figure out CPU, because now we're 1,000 over. So obviously that would be taking off one of these constructors. Because that's fine. 2 constructors is a lot, yeah. Actually, I don't want to do that. I don't know how much of a weight difference that would be, so... Even distribution of weight here. But then again, the constructor is gonna weigh more. Alright, maybe it makes sense. I think we're okay. I think 1 constructor is fine. Basically, I'm just giving you the ability to fix something if you need to, or if you want to process ore on the fly, you could do that if you need to. So, giving you a little versatility, but it's not, you know, it's not too much. What else here? Maybe just like a couple boxes here, just this. Looks messy though, I don't like that. Yeah, if you go into the Discord, if you're not a part of the Discord, join up, man. Links below. And we have a workshop content channel where everybody shares their workshop stuff. You could place it in there. That way everybody can benefit from checking it out. Alright, so now just the ammo, right? So I was thinking, since these are isolated anyway, we could like double up on some ammo boxes here and then just have it. I mean, it's not gonna be a lot of ammo, but I don't think you need a lot of ammo. I mean, that's not a lot. That's really not a lot. 600. That's like a joke. All right, let's. Yeah. Do it. We'll do it here, I guess. We'll basically isolate this. Yeah, because this is not. So basically, we're gonna. $875. That's how much ammo is that? What do it's plasma, right? PL, PLS, SV. A lot is that? $700. It's not a lot, is it? I mean, you can load and then refill. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not a lot, but I don't know. You guys tell me. I mean, honestly, you're not going to attack anything. This is like purely defense. This is like, oh god, there's a drone, and I take 2 drones out. I feel like you can, right? I mean, you would load up basically. Let's yeah, let's do that actually. So, you know, I'm in here. Basically, I'm gonna load up. So, you load up with 100. No, how much did I have? 700? I had 700, right? So... yeah, I had 700. Yeah, so I would have to reload 6 times to deplete the ammo that's in there. That's plenty ammo, right? Like... Yeah, what are you doing? Like, you're starting a whole war. You could take a POI down with all that ammo. Because I would be able to reload 6 other times now. And I'm not even halfway spent on the ammo I got. Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. That's cool. Okay. This is why you test things. The more you test, like, the better you're gonna be. The happier you're gonna be. Because there's nothing worse than spending a long time on a build, texturing it, making it look pretty, and then all of a sudden, this thing doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Or this thing fails in this, and then all of a sudden you're frustrated. So the more you test, the better. Test, test, test. Cool. Alright, so we're good there. What else? What else are we missing? It's always something. It's always something stupid that you forgot about. I like to go through all these. Oh, we gotta put the headlights back since we got rid of them. This thing needs a warp drive. It doesn't. I'm kidding. Absolutely does not need a warp drive. Oh. That's what I love about SVs. And, you know, if you wanted to, you could totally put one on top. I mean, the user can do that. That's totally up to whoever's using it here. Go ahead and just utilize that free space there. Yeah, we did add a pentaxid tank. That's right here. That's that guy right there, and then it's covered by like 2 blocks of harden. LEI needs to develop a drone dispenser for bases. Lets you put a bunch of resources in it to build a certain amount of drones to protect your base. That would be freaking sick, dude. Yeah, I like that idea. That would be sick. You could design the drones? Yeah, dude. But that's what I mean. That's all they'd have to do is just give us that remote control block. Oh, and scripts. Give us the remote control block and give us scripts. And then we could literally, like, designate... We could designate, like, perimeter sweeps. Like, go to this coordinate, and then go to this coordinate, and then this coordinate, and this coordinate. And we'll literally have drones just going around in a predestined flight plan. Oh, you know, like... God, there things like that in Space Engineers is what gets me super excited, and I just wish that you could do that here. Like, oh, it's so amazing, man. It would be so cool to see that. Optimization 35. 35, that's not a lot. What's my that's 60. Oh, but yeah, after you add all that crap, man, that'll be ridiculous. That's true, that's true. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty good here. So we have a landing gear, we have lights. Supposedly have sufficient thrust. Got all the space I got? Yeah, I guess so. Oh no, cool. Okay, so we got room to put a motion sensor for the light. So if it's lifted, it'll still light up. And then set the light. You can set the light to whatever, I guess. I like doing the orange. Alright, so what did we get capacity-wise? 13? So now I can start playing with some shaping here, I think. I'm just not a fan of these hard, blocky points, you know? They just look bad. Gives it kind of a... gives you options to do some kind of texturing, better texturing. You don't really have a lot of choices though with the container extensions.